Hi guys, so this video will give you a detailed insight of what exactly is InfyTQ, how about the process of InfyTQ, and how do you go about registering for the same. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first up, you would have to understand why exactly is InfyTQ a very important or a golden opportunity for everybody who is a 2022 pass out. So let's have a look at some of the important details of this particular process. So when is the registration going to be open? So it is not open yet. The registration process for the certification program is not open yet. But before you register for that, you would have to log into the InfyTQ platform, and you'll have to understand how the interface works and what to search for where. So we'll probably have a look at it at the end of the video. So when the registration is open for the actual certification program, next up is that who is it for? So it is for 2022 pass out. So if you're a person who is graduating in 2022, this is the best opportunity for you to get into Infosys. And last but not the least, what are you supposed to be good at if you have to crack this particular recruitment process or the certification program in detail? So you'll have to be good in coding, you'll have to be good in a database management system, you'll have to be good in aptitude skills as well. So now let's get into the details of what exactly is supposed to be the eligibility criteria for you to participate in this certification program for Infosys. So first up is that you should either be a BE, BTech, ME, MTech, MSc, MCA or an MCM student who is specifically graduating from 2022. So none of the other year of passing are eligible for this particular certification program. You'll anyway be able to register to the InfyTQ portal, but you will not be able to participate in the certification program. So please have a distinguished idea about this. Next up, this is a very, very important thing. There is no percentage criteria anywhere throughout the academics, right? So even if you have got 65 percentage or 50 or 85 or 90, that does not matter when it comes to academics. InfyTQ is allowing you to participate in its certification program if you are passing the first criteria which is given on the screen. So you need not worry about your 10th and 12th marks as well. So it is not a barrier over here. So irrespective of what your percentage or your marks is with respect to the previous academics, you can get into this particular certification program if you are certain streams which are already mentioned on the screen and you're a 2022 graduate. All right. Now let's have a look at the process of InfyTQ and how exactly it works. So first up, you will have to pass something called as the qualifying round. You'll have to get selected in this particular qualifying round. We'll have a look at the details later. And once you qualify in this particular round, you'll be going to the final round. And once you pass the final round, you'll be having something called as the advantage round. All right. So these are the three basic rounds which you would have to follow to get into the major role of recruitment. All right. Now, if you pass the final round alone and you do not pass the advantage round, right? So advantage round is anyway an optional round. So if you do not want to go to the advantage round, or if you do not pass the advantage round, if you do not crack the advantage round, you will anyway be given an option to choose the system engineer role, right? An opportunity will be given to you to get into a system engineer role. Of course, there would be an interview, technical interview and HR interview to crack this particular a role as well. Now, let's say you pass the final round and you get into the advantage round. Now, what happens? You will be given an opportunity to get into Infosys as a system engineer specialist or a power programmer as well. Right, so there are two options which are being given to you, the two opportunities which are being given to you, depending on your performance in your interviews as well as in your test. You'll be given certain roles. Now, if you do not crack the advantage round, even after going there, you will still be given an opportunity to get into the system engineering profile, provided you perform well in your interviews as well. All right, so this is the detailed process of how exactly the InfyTQ process works. Now let's get into the details of it. Let's see the first round. So the first round is the qualifying round. So this will entirely be a multiple choice question round. So in this particular section, you will be having, three subsections, that is Java Python section, DBMS section and aptitude section. So here you will have to choose your respective language. So once you click on one particular selection, for example, let's say I start my qualifying round and I click on Java, all your 20 questions will be related to Java. You'll not be allowed to go back again. Right, so please be aware of this. So if you click on Python, all the questions will be related to Python. And last but not the least, you'll be having a aptitude round, aptitude subsection, which is having 10 questions in it. Now, overall, the entire duration for this particular round, the qualifying round, is 60 minutes. And a very important thing for you to note is that you'll be having 1 marks plus 1 marks for the correct answers and minus 0.25 marks for the wrong answers. And the test can be taken anywhere. So it is a web-based or web-proctored test. You can take it anywhere around the country, right? So this is the first round. Once you pass this particular round, you'll be taken to the final round. So the final round will look something like this. So first section would be again related to coding. Now it is not MCQ. First subsection is going to be related to your hands-on, which means you'd have to code irrespective of whether you go to the other rounds or not. The first is going to be the hands-on round. So you will have again a independency to choose the language over here, the two languages, Java or Python. So once you choose the language over here as well, you'll not be allowed to go back and change the languages. So please make sure you choose the languages appropriately. So there'll be two questions which will be there in the coding round, and after which you'll be taken to the MCQ round again of the same language. So if you would have chosen Python in the first round, you will be again given Python questions, that is 10 number of questions in the second section, right? So after this, you'll be taken into the database management system section, where again you'll be given 10 questions, MCQ types. Right? So the duration of all these section is all in all 3 hours. And a very important thing for you to understand is that there is no negative marking in this particular round. So you can be flexible in terms of how you choose the questions accordingly. All right. And next important thing for you to understand is you will have to get more than or equal to 65 percentage if you have to get qualified to become a certified software programmer and to get qualified for the role as well. So let's have a look at the last round, that is advantage round. So in this particular round, they will be checking your programming skills as well as your technical skills. So you'd have to be good in both the things, right? So technical skills can contain anything from your theoretical concepts to algorithm based techniques, right? So you'll have to be good in programming and as well as technical skills. So according to last time, there were 2 or 3 questions based only on coding. But if you have a look at their website now, they've also told that they'll be checking your technical skills. So you'll have to be prepared for both. And you would have to book your slots for this particular round, and a slot booking will be based on first come first serve basis. So you would have to be pretty vigilant about this particular process. And last but not the least, again, this process, they have not opened the registrations for the advantage round. They have not opened the slots for advantage round. That's probably because you have not finished the 2 other round prerequisites, right? So once they've opened the initial registration for your certification program, they will also be opening the slots for advantage round as well. All right. Now, how do you go about registering for this particular program? So the registration process has to happen through InfyTQ portal. The link for the same is given in the description. So first up, you'll have to go to your browser. So let me just go to my browser and tell you how the registration process works. All right, so once you copy and paste the link or click on the link which is given in the description, it will redirect you towards this particular home page of InfyTQ. So you need not go down anywhere. You can just click on register. If you already have an account, you can just click on sign in. So if you're a new user, you will have to click on register. And once you click on register, it will give you an option to choose Google social media accounts, or take your email ID and directly register to that. So I'll just log in using certain email ID. So once you register using your respective email IDs, it'll take you to this particular page where you'll have to read all these terms and conditions, and you'll have to take on this particular button called as I agree to the terms and conditions. Once you check this particular block, you'll be given a button called as submit. So once you click on submit, it'll redirect you towards this particular dashboard where you can have a look at their prospects and what exactly do they do after they hire candidates via InfyTQ. So if you want to skip this, you can skip this, or you can go to next. Then you can click type your interest. So let's say your interest is coding, so you can click on this and it'll get added. So if you don't want to do all this, you can just skip it. You can do it later. So once you click on next, it'll take you to one more dashboard where it will ask you to set all the things related to how the interface should look like. So this is a pretty simple, understandable process. So I'll just keep it as it is. I'll click on done. So once I click on done, you would have to fill up your uh, details over here. So I'll just fill up my details. Okay. Okay, you would have to enter your mobile number. So I'll just enter mobile number. Okay, then you can choose where you had got this a reference from, if you have any references. Highest qualification type you can choose accordingly, so graduation or post graduation. Highest pursuing qualification, let me just choose bachelor. I'll just select Bachelor of Technology, that is BTech. Country is supposed to be India, so I'll just okay, I'll just select India. So once that is done, I'll select the respective state. So okay, so once I've selected the state, I can choose my institute. Okay, so here the search thing is not working, so you'll have to probably scroll down and choose the things accordingly. So let me just choose one now. Then specialization in this particular field, you'll have to click on your specialization. So I'll just click on specialization, mechanical. Then year of completion. Obviously, there are a lot of things available over here. So if you are any other year of passing, you're not eligible for the certification program. So there is no point in selecting anything else, right? So you should be a 2022 pass out. So I'll just select this. Then I'll click on submit. So once you click on submit, then it will say your profile is updated, and then you'll have to click on done. All right, so please do not miss that particular step. So once you get in, you can see there are a lot of things for you to understand over here. There is a free course given for you to understand how exactly things work. If you click on know more, you'll find a lot of things. So you have a certification program details, what are the things you're supposed to know, learning journey. So they'll be providing certain courses for you. So if you go to learning content, you'll have a lot of things for you to learn related to programming, related to DBMS or behavioral skills, right? So you can see a lot of things over here, and also there are certain sample tests which they have provided. For example, if I just click on one particular course content over here, so if I click on contents, you can see at the end, you have an assessment which is of a certain time duration, right? So if you click on that, it will also redirect you towards certain dashboard, which will give you a sample test, right? So you can make use of this as well. So yeah, so this is for you to understand how exactly the interface is. Now, as I told, for time being, they have not opened the registration for the certification program. But as soon as they open, you'll be having a notification. You'll also have you'll also have probably one more sub dashboard called as register for the certification program and all that, right? So for time being, they do not have it, but please register and keep yourself posted on what's happening on the dashboard. So if you want to get certain notifications, you can also design things related to notifications while you log in. So if you want to get notifications via email ID, you can also do that. They would anyway be sending you mails when the certification program is up and running, so you need not worry about it. So this is pretty much it about currently what's new about InfyTQ. So you just have to register for it and be active on the dashboard and wait for the online certification program to be active.
Hey YouTube, how are you doing? Stay tuned to Facebook for more awesome videos. Don't forget to subscribe.